So, I'm bored. I want to play a little supermarket simulator, and I do also have a few things to say about this game. I've kind of taken my time with it. It's not going to be anything spectacular in here so far, but we're making probably $700-800 a day. We do have a cashier. I moved the desk over here. I realized that I might have bought the wrong desk. I don't know. It's working out. We're making it work. And we do have a stalker. So I bought extra storage here. I can put one more rack right here right now. I've been trying to keep things organized for the most part. And not buying too much inventory. But the plan is to get to level, what is it? What do we have to get to? So I got some licenses here that I want to be able to buy. I don't know over here though, like the sodas and the orange juice and stuff. I think the orange juice has to be kept cool. Apple juice does not. It depends on what kind of soda it is. I don't know. So I don't know what to use that middle rack for. That's my only thing right now. Do I buy the cleaning supplies? Maybe. I don't know. But I got another rack that I can put here that'll definitely allow me to hold the inventory for it. What I want to do, I think the next upgrade that I'm going to make, I want to get another cashier. They're slow as shit, but I think that me and my man out here can keep up with here. This game has a funny way of making you be the inventory manager here, making you be the warehouse manager. And I say that because if you order something, no one puts it away. It just lays all over the street here. You are required to do that job. You can't hire somebody to do that for you. So the game is made right now to sit here and make you be the guy that goes in here and punches in everything that you need and then put it away. If I wanted to be a full-time cashier, I couldn't do it. If I wanted to just stock shelves, I couldn't do it. Because you're always going to have that obligation to making sure that everything is stocked. So it's a... I wish that there was a way where you could hire some guys just to unload trucks, maybe? I've seen a lot of mods, and I don't really want to mod the game. But some of them actually are pretty cool. Like, I think that you should be able to have a tablet and you walk around where you can order stuff off the tablet as you're looking at your inventory. Because for a place like us, right now especially, I don't keep a whole lot of inventory on hand. I can't. Keyboard and mouse. Of course. And they always end up coming to me too. I don't understand that. So we'll probably close this register down just to avoid that. I know that these guys are slow, but I think that my strategy moving forward here is because I think that maybe I can expand this just a little bit more. Another thing is I don't understand like which way the store is going to expand. Is that the max going that way? I don't know. They are slow, but I think if I had a second cashier and I had myself helping him out, I think we'd be fine. Add another rack, get another license. I think that's what we'll be doing here. I used to have the register right here, but then the customer line was running into the wall. I couldn't see if I needed to help out. I think it's 4 or 5 customers that the register is considered full, and then they start to get mad. I don't know if that has anything to do against your store, but I found that to be the case. But I also know that at level 20, I do believe that I can hire another cashier. Level 20. I've definitely checked enough people out. But that's the thing. I think that if that's... Oh, here we go. See, we're getting backed up now. And it usually happens around noon to 2. We had it all stocked out here. We got enough in the storage room. It's just the checker slows down, and I don't know even if hiring another one. What am I giving back here? 96. I don't even know if hiring another checker is going to help us. Oh, I like to see these orders though. That's a perfect customer right there. So I try to keep an eye here. Another thing is this shelf here. I don't know if I like it there because it blocks my view of stuff that we're trying to restock. And then I get stuck at the register. So restocking this place is a nightmare. So I need to figure out a way to get rid of this problem. And I think I have to hire another cashier, because they end up getting stuck at the register. The thing is they all want to come over here to me. And I don't understand that. He's just standing over there. I'm paying him as I'm standing here doing his job. So I don't understand why. Did she end up going over there? Okay. But I don't have time. I can't even close the register. And then I gotta worry on him. So I need another. I need another cashier, I believe. Oh, 73. We'll take it. We've been making money. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it hasn't been a grind, because it has. So if I get a break like this, I'll usually go and see what we need to have stocked. Usually we're not in too bad a shape though. It's almost 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Got the lights on. We're usually pretty good. It's just we got to make sure that we stock the store back up. So the thing is if I have another cashier over here where I don't have to worry about that, and we can keep up on stocking stuff, because now I got to go back in here and take the inventory on all this. And I understand that's the game. I do enjoy it. Ah, shit, see. And I need to open that little door right there. I mean, we're not doing too bad right now. We need more of the green oil. Alright, we'll do that. We've had a lot of good perfect days so far because we've been able to keep up on it. My thing is if we expand, are we going to be able to keep up with it without hiring somebody else? And that's going to be the trick, I think, for us moving forward. We're making excellent money right now. I didn't want to overextend it. Really? 3 waters, lady? You couldn't go to the gas station for that? We'll take it. Oh, man. This guy loaded up. I also don't understand when it says it's closed at 9 o'clock. People still come in. So I try not to close it. Because, see, she just came in. So we'll take it. Looks like we're pretty well stocked right now. And we've made a little bit more money. I really want to get that license, but I don't want to do anything yet until we get to level 20. That way I can buy another cashier. That way I can help the stock boy. Because I can keep up with back there knowing what we have out here and putting it in there and just kind of periodically checking. And I have a better idea what's in the stores right now. I have no idea what we have backed up. If we run out of the red flour right now, I don't have any idea. So then it takes me time to go back here and do the inventory for it. And I probably honestly should reorganize some of this and get another goddamn light in here. We're going to get a light. I need at least one of those. I know we can't get it. So what I do is either I let him finish stocking everything that we have at night, or I usually let him try to finish stocking now. That way, first thing in the morning, I know what to order, and I don't have boxes all over the place. Because he's still going to work here for a little bit. So this is where I'll usually sit here and try to help him stock if I know where stuff is. Oh, come on now. You know I'm putting that up there. So it does take a little bit of time. But I don't know what to order in the morning if I don't know what he hasn't stocked yet. So at some point I'm standing here kind of waiting unless I'm helping him out. And I don't want to stand here and wait. So we need to get to level 20 so we can get a cashier. And that's just kind of where we stand. I don't think we have any more green oil. Let's see what we got. So bread. So this is where the work comes in, which I really wouldn't be doing right now if I had a second cashier. So we have to get through level 19 right now. Get to level 20, hire a cashier so I can get this other license, and then we're not having to sit here and wait. We have $47,000 or $47,000. We have $4,700 right now, everything paid for, I do believe. We'll advance a day here just to kind of get an idea. See, we're making $750, $800 a day, which I'll take. So here's another thing I gotta check: peanut butter, cheese, and oil. peanut butter. Cheese went up a little bit. And I've also been just deciding to go with, I don't know which oil it is. Oh, sweet. Check this one. There we go. I've just been going market value with it. Because in this game you're going to get customers. So why would you, it's not like if your prices are cheaper, you're going to get more customers. It's like that's not how that works. Even though it should be, I feel like. Whoa. So then we end up sitting here and spending half the morning. I don't know if that's straight. Looks good to me. Stock and stuff, which should already be done. So we only have one more level here. Oops. To get through. Looks like we need some rice. And then here's another thing that kind of takes me a little bit. I haven't figured this out to be an exact science yet. But I don't understand why there's not anybody that you can hire to do this. You can hire out every position in the store. I don't know what the cleaning update's going to be, but like you're going to have somebody to clean. All right, so bread here, I'll order 3. I don't like to mod the game. I have seen some mods, though, that would be helpful. I don't believe that you should hire more stock boys. I think that takes away from the integrity of the game. I did see one, though, that was like a tablet mod, which I think should be a thing. Why can't you go around and order your supplies like I'm doing right now on the computer, but I'm staring at the product here and do it? Or not even be looking at the computer even in here. I can just look at the shelves and order it and go pick it up with the person that I hired to help me pick it up. Maybe people are better at recognizing this stuff. I don't know. But this is what I got to do every day before I go try to make some money. Is I got to restock all this stuff. And I don't want to have to do this. So the cashier is going to be key. So we're going to grind this out here for a little bit here, because I don't know a better way. We're going to need... He's not doing too bad of a job, though. I'm going to buy some more green oil, though, because I know he's going to take some. That won't hurt us at all. But I really honestly believe that, like, taking the slow pace like this, I'm making some decent money. I'm not going over and beyond my means right now. Everything is being paid for. We got our we got our shelves somewhat fully stocked. I'm just refusing to put that on there. And I don't want to do anything with it until I get the cashier. I also didn't know that if you just held it down, it just placed it. I was clicking this whole time. Does that have anything in it? It does. Okay. That should also be a thing that should be changed, because I did not see those. So Here's another thing. If we have a cashier right now, I can open up the store and just start ordering this stuff and stocking it up. Which I think we actually might end up doing. I need 2 red pastas. I think I can fit 4 on there. But this takes time. And I feel like you should be able to hire somebody to do this. You have your guys that stock the shelves, and you have the guys that stock the warehouse. Because whoever's in this position right here of ordering the stuff, that isn't something that you can find somebody to do. I mean, if I gotta do it, but I gotta walk out here 4 times now to get this. I don't know how they're doing inside right now. I'm just trying to make sure that we have everything kind of stocked here. Here we go. We'll go take a peek inside. We look like fine. As long as there's not a huge line right there. You gotta turn the light on, dude. Our customers can't see. I think we're doing alright. And if he gets a little bit hung up, I'll go in there and help. We don't really look too bad right now in stock. We got a crap ton of milk. We got plenty of water. I tell you what, that coffee we've been selling a lot of. I'll be starting to get a line now. She? Is it a he or she? And it takes us forever. But if I can see an $800 day, I'm happy with that. Right now in the early stages, I don't really have to worry about a whole lot. Before we expand, I want to make sure that we get this all figured out here. I might actually put cleaning supplies right there. I don't know. I know a lot of people go with the 4 strategy. I think if you can keep up on your storage back there and you don't outgrow your staff, you don't have to. A lot of people want to sit here and put 4, and then if there's a hole, buy a lot of inventory and all that stuff. I don't think that you need to. All we gotta do is go a couple weeks here, and we're gonna be in some good money here. If I pick the right licensings too, I guess. I don't know, is that true? Is that something like the better the licensings, the more money the product makes you? I don't know. So see, he's struggling right now. I don't know what he picked up, but I'll go get the bread for him. Hopefully he didn't pick up the bread. Did he? Of course he did. Of course he did. Like I said, we can keep up with it, but if I had a second cashier, these shelves will always be stacked. We're always going to have stuff in the storage, and it's just a matter of opening the store, and we're making money, we're making profit. We're going to have a little display right here. I thought about putting a little display over there too. Maybe another cooler, maybe? I don't know. Can you put one there? I don't know. I just wish that it didn't force you to be the stock manager, basically. Like I should be able to hire somebody or have a guys, even if I have to order stuff, they should be able to put it on the shelves in there. He seems to be keeping up all right. Can we get over 5? Surely we can. I'm open over here, guys. What are we doing? See, so we'd have that many people, but I had the register going the other way, and they were through the wall, so I could only see 2 people. If there was 3 people in that line, I don't know if it's 3 or if it's 4 or 5, which is the max. I couldn't see them. So I'd stand here, and that should be another thing, customer service. Really, dude? Well, there's a loss on that. I'm not gonna go back. Give you a little more change. They'll probably dock me for that. Even though it was in the customer's favor. I also noticed that you get a surge late like this. It's almost like the game's testing you to make sure that you got your shit together so that this late crowd comes in, that you have things on your shelves where your store is going to get recognized for it. We're almost halfway through level 19 right now, which is a good thing, and we're starting to build a little bit of a bankroll here. I wish my laptop had the number pad on it. I didn't think about that at the time when I got this thing, how more convenient that would be. But I think we're going to be fine here. We're going to have some work. We're going to have to do some stocking. But the thing is when we go to buy this stuff, we're going to be fine. And we have, if we can finish this day strong right now, man, it looks like we're going to probably end on the worst end of 2 days. Oh, I don't know. My board loaded up here. I'll take that. Well, is he gonna walk in? So it's a good day. I just don't know what we have back here. And that's where the tablet option, I feel like, comes in handy. But see, if I was helping him this whole time and they were checking people out, it would just be, hey, open up the store. But I have to do this now for another half level, and then I always forget to see what it is that we need. We need more tea for sure. I know where those are. Which one's he grabbing? He grabbed that one. Alright. And then we restock it and we go back. It takes me a little bit longer, but it's okay. I still get to stock at night, and then in the morning I order stuff for here. So that has been my strategy going forward, is what do we need to fill up? Do we have it? Do we have red flour? We do not. So I'll have to order that. Do we have any more of that coffee? Salt? I think he's got salt right there. Got some coffee. I really won. Whoa! Easy. Easy, man. There we go. And it's taking me some time doing it like this. But I really don't have a choice, though. We got any more water? What's he got? Let's fill up the water here. Perfect. So if we get it all stocked up in here, I know that we're good in here. Then I just order stuff and put it in place over there. So that is kind of the strategy that I've been using. And then I just go through and I just order everything that we need. So I have to use the restroom right now. I'm going to take a quick break here. I'm going to let him finish doing his thing so we can get back into ordering stuff and going back, trying to get level 20 so we can get a cashier so we don't have to deal with this, and then we're going to fill up that middle display. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Alright, so he's done. I can't really order anything tonight. So we'll finish the day. We'll see how we did. We only had 43 customers, but they were all satisfied. No one was bitching about prices. So we made $808 that day. We'll take that. So now we gotta go do this. Pasta, spaghetti, peanut butter. Is that what that said? Pasta, spaghetti, peanut butter. I've also caught myself forgetting that. Now here's the thing. Okay, so the prices adjust or do whatever. But that money does add up. There's some of the prices that I haven't had to change here. And if I wouldn't have changed them before, you know how much money I would have lost out of in the long run? It looks like we're pretty well stocked up in here. We definitely need some red flour first. So I'll go in here and I will go and order some red flour for him. I'll order 4 of them. And I will put one on the shelf because that's the only way I can get him to start working. He should start working. He'll take a box. I know that one will go up for sure. I'll place one there. We probably ordered a box too much. We didn't. Now we're up by like 4. I'll throw it here though. And then we need to go order cheese and some cereal. We'll do that. We'll get it put on the shelf. I just don't understand why you can't hire somebody to do this. 'Cause I have to do it right now when we could be open. But that's the game, right? I'm gonna order a couple green, a couple orange. Because I know that we can house a lot of those. Come on, you know I was there. I don't understand that. Come on, I'm pointing right at it. Get it all stocked up. And I like how you have to learn kind of the ordering thing. I mean, we're out of a lot of stuff right now. What is that? Pasta and salt. We need some. But see, this is something that I feel like I shouldn't have to be doing. In the morning, I don't want to start the clock on the day and be fighting uphill because I got to help my cashier out. Right? So, there's a pause right now for me to figure this out. Which, if that's the way the game is intended, then that's the way the game is intended. But I also don't like to spend money. I don't like to have boxes on my overflow over here. Looks like we're going to need some bread and some powdered sugar. We'll get that. Powdered sugar here. But I feel like the order, yeah, he grabbed that, didn't he? For sure. Are we full on bread? Looks like we are. So I'll put the overflow right here. Looks like we need some peanut butter. Go ahead and order 4 because we know that 4 can fit there, right? But once again, we're having to do this because I can't hire a guy to unload a truck. I feel like your stalkers should unload a truck. I mean, if he's standing there doing nothing, I tell you what, that coffee, I don't need that many. That's been a good seller for us. So we're going to take some time here to get stocked up. Hopefully after today, the shelves will all be loaded up. We got a good little back stock going on here. We don't have to spend so much money the next day. We need more tea. Yeah, we can get some tea and some water. Yeah, so go ahead and order a little bit more milk. Before we can go make money. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. I think I ordered too much milk. We'll find out here. And then we'll get back at work and we'll try to make some money. I definitely ordered too much milk. Do that. Maybe I didn't. Maybe we're spot on here. Maybe we're good. I think we might be good. Oh, come on now. I think we're good. If we're at 43 right now, and we have everything pretty much full, this could be a good day. Let's go ahead and open the store. We stop opening that. Looks like we're good. I think we're good. I'll tell you what, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make this the other red spot. Red flour. What do we have here? Rice. Let's go ahead and... Oh, come on now. Let's go ahead and throw that there. And we're going to make some room here. We're going to order a little bit more cheese before we open up the store. And then I think we're going to rock and roll. Another thing you got to be careful of is if you think it's all stocked in there, sometimes the stocker just, he's not doing his job. See, like the rice isn't, this is not fully stocked. Is that a thing in the game where if there's one spot open that they don't stock it because, well, that can't be the case because the rice, but yeah, I don't understand. I do not understand. All right, we're open for business. Fully stocked. If we make $800 again, we're going to be a little bit over $5,000. So that's the problem. When you got to stock stuff up, you spend a little more money. It comes with the territory. Turn the light on, dude. There we go. He's back at it. Now, see, did he just... I don't know what he just loaded up. That's why I need to be a stock boy. I don't think he's still grabbed the rice yet. Plus, it'll help me if I can remember where the stuff is. Did I move the rice down here? I think I did. So we'll go ahead and order a few more rice and put it in there for him. Like I said, we usually don't pick up till late. Alright, we got a line now. We'll open up another. Yep, I know, guys. Calm down. And you just cut her off, sir. Just straight up cut her off. I'm sorry, ma'am. Some people are like that. Another thing that I don't know, do I need to have another register open? Because if these guys are going this slow, they're not checking them out half as fast. So, are they waiting in both lines? And getting pissed? I don't know. We seem to be pretty fine, though. Everything seems to be pretty well stocked back here. And we're finding our groove here. Let's get to level 20 here. And here's the thing. If the cashier does not work out for us, I'll fire the motherfucker. I will. I hate to do that. But I will. I think at that point we gotta ride with it. Honestly. Ding. Oh, holy crap. Thank you, sir. Like I get, you know, man, I wish that was some high-end goods there, but we'll take it right now. I don't like to worry about money. I don't like to worry about that stuff. I just want to get to level 20. It's 5 o'clock right now. We usually get pretty busy late. I might need to give him a hand here. Try to help him keep up on his stuff. Only 2 in here. This ain't gonna fucking help at all. Really? Really? Sometimes the game will do that to you. I kind of like it. Keeps you on your toes. I gotta get a strip of lighting going down the middle of the store here too. Another thing that I noticed is it's like they're more attracted to the busy lines. Now she came over here. But see how she went over there? Makes no sense. Actually, this dude should have came over here. So it's like whichever cash register is being used, I think, at that time. Oh shit, we gotta go. We gotta go get some more oil here, dude. And I grabbed the one with 2 in it. I don't know if he just grabbed it or not. There we go. Seem to be doing alright though. I'll go grab some spaghetti. What's he got? What's he got? Spaghetti? Uh-huh. It's 9 o'clock, so we should be fine. So I'm going to go over here and give him a hand. Oops. Come on. Come on, get me. Give me to level 20. Oh, we're so close. Oh, this will do it. Thank you, ma'am. I got it, sir. Dude is so slow. I feel like we didn't make a whole lot of money today because it was restock day when you have those. But I never had it that loaded up here as far as like backstock goes. So we got some stuff here. Let's see here, 61. We're doing all right on some of the stuff. So we're going to let him stock up here before we finish today. And since we have a level 20, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cashier right here and see how it goes. Full well knowing that I might have to fire him. Before I put more stuff in here to make sure that we can keep up with it, I want to make sure that the cashier system's going to keep up the pace, because I'm not going to be able to help out at all. Is he done? He's not done. So I'm going to take a quick break here while he continues to do his thing. And when he gets done, I'll be right back. And we're going to hire a cashier before we fill this shelf up to make sure that it's going to work. And if this does work, I will probably try to figure out, maybe I can squeeze another set in if I kind of offset. I don't know. We'll figure something out here. Maybe I can put one there. We're going to let him finish working here, though. I'm going to take a quick breather here. Let him get caught up. And I'll be right back after he's done. Alright, it looks like he's about done. He is. Alright. Oh, holy smokes. The supply cost. I don't know why. Salt and sliced bread. Let's see what we got here. Sweet. I'll make a little bit more on that. Bread dropped on us. We don't like to see that. So I think we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and open up the store. Oh shoot, did I start the clock? I forgot to hire somebody. Will they start automatically? They do. Okay. So they do start automatically. So I'm going to sit here and not worry about checking people out and trying to get the inventory right here. Looks like we need a couple boxes of some cereal. Cereal, where the hell you at? There you are. Because once again, I'm stuck doing this. Does anybody know if lost my train of thought there? See, I'm fine with doing this right now. If we can keep up with it. That late crowd rush is what I'm worried about. We're out of all red pasta. I didn't want that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and give me that. Oh, come on now. But see, I don't want the game to become this. And I think that that's what the game becomes. Is this. Seems like we're doing alright. We're making some decent money. What do we got up there? Spaghetti? But I'll be honest with you, I don't honestly have a problem with just sitting back here and ordering stuff and putting them in the right spot. Our next move might have to be another stalker, to be honest with you. Maybe we expand the store here to get another cashier in. I don't know. We'll see. We gotta get some bread in. There we go. Are we low? We gotta get some salt in. But see, this is what the game makes you become. Only after the simple fact of you don't have anybody that unloads a truck. I don't have a problem with ordering this stuff because I get that. But you should have guys out here or a guy ready to unload a truck. Because that's all I have. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm just assuming that he's keeping up in there. I think we're fine right now. Let's go see how we're doing inside. We're doing alright. I think we're doing alright. It's almost 6 o'clock. We're doing alright. Look at the money we're making. They're slow as fuck, though. But I feel like we're having a decent day. Spaghetti. What's he got? Is he going to spaghetti? He's going to spaghetti. He's a hell of a guy. Hell of a guy. I think with this system that we can get away with adding some stuff here. What we're going to add, I don't know. And I got a top space up here too. We're starting to get hit now. We're out of those. We just don't want to run out. We don't have any more oil. I feel like it's been a pretty good day, as long as I don't go grab some oil. Ah, shit! He just grabbed some oil. And I can't order anymore. Ain't that something? Yeah, you can always grab the other oil. We got picked through today. We got picked through today, and we were definitely stocked up. So I don't know if... This is what I don't understand, though. Like, why wouldn't you go over there? Where's she gonna go? See, and that's what I don't understand. That makes no sense. And that needs to change in the game. She could be out already. I don't understand that. We had a hell of a good day, though. We're going to get to 7. We're going to get to 7. And we're going to let my man stock up the shelves again. Let's see where we stand, because I think I'm going to buy a new license. I just don't know which one. Butter, cereal, chicken, french fries, pizza. I don't want anything that has to be cooled yet. That might have to be cake, candy, cereal, chocolate bar. Yogurt's going to have to be kept cool. Bleach, dishwasher, hand soap, toilet paper. I might go ahead and buy this license here. I'll buy this license, and I'll buy another rack to put there. I think is what we're going to do. And then we'll put that stuff right here for now. Because I don't know. I can put a 2-door cooler there and here. I don't know. I kind of like all that stuff to be together. So I think that the license that we're going to get is going to be just basically all dry goods. And that's going to be this one right here. Because none of that has to be kept cool. So we're going to let my man do his thing here. And after he is done, we'll restock this up we will buy another. So let's go ahead and go to the next day. Oh, one product not found. I find that hard to believe. I hate that. Well, it looks like our total profit was $1,400. Peanut butter, bread, eggs. I didn't catch that last one. Peanut butter. Bread. Oh, eggs went up. What was the last one? I didn't catch it. That sucks. Alright. So we're doing okay. Let's go ahead and fill up our storage here. Looks like we need cereal, blue flour, both oils. Alright, so we'll go in here. Cereal, blue flour, both oils. We'll go ahead and get that stuff, and we'll get it loaded up here. I tell you what, the stock boy, like, do these guys not get overtime or anything? Because, like, he's working off the clock. We get another stock boy. We're going to be golden. We're going to be golden. We're going to be making money here at this small store like this. We'll go ahead and get 2 blue and 2. Where's the blue at? Right there. Okay. I think if once we get another stocker, I think we're going to be golden. We don't have to expand a whole lot right now. We could just make some money. I also don't know which way the store is going to expand, so we gotta get some rice. Now, does the max load change? From 10 boxes? Oh, come on now. And we'll order a little bit. I tell you what, spaghetti and coffee. This coffee. Come on now. Actually, I think we can open up. I think I can do this. Let's open up here. So we should be fine. If I had another stocker. Alright, water. Fine there. And we can Get a couple things on milk, a couple things on water. Keep us fully stocked here. I think, what are we trying to get to? Level 22 now? I think we're trying to get to level 22 at this point. Coffee. I've been selling the shit out of it. I mean, we're honestly a well-oiled machine right now. Give me a little bit more tea. Oh, come on. Why do you keep doing that to me, game? I need some more spaghetti. We need more spaghetti. Oh, no way. Alright, there we go. I don't know, I just saw something over someone's head. Was that someone complaining? I need to get some more eggs. Where are the eggs at? There we go, we got some more eggs. Let's make some money. See how we're doing in here. We need some bread. He grabs a big box. I'm gonna assume that's bread. I'm gonna grab, I need some more peanut butter. There we go. Cashiers are just slow as shit. Maybe the most fluid thing for this system is a third cashier, but I don't have room for them. That's the problem. We're keeping everything stocked. I gotta go get some more of that oil. I already know I gotta get more of that oil. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. I'm making money. Come on, give me the box. There we go. Alright, some spaghetti for sure. Do I have spaghetti up in both of those spots? I don't know if I like that. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Because I don't think that that's the way it was. Three. Milk we're fine on. Really? Spaghetti, huh? We're doing okay. We're doing all right. We're making some money. Salt. Does he have a small box? He does. Ah, he's reading my mind right now. Can we get to level 21? Red pasta, red pasta, red pasta, red pasta. Are we out of it? He just grabbed it. He grabs red flour. We're gonna be okay. Cheese, cheese, cheese. We need cheese. Tell me we're not out of cheese. That's what was there. It was cheese. Give it to me. It was cheese. I'm sure people are pissed about that. How does that happen? Quality control. You got to keep an eye on it. There we go. Not too bad of a day. Not too bad of a day at all. I mean, honestly, after a day in this game, this is kind of what you want to see. Your shelves picked through. He's going to continue to keep working. You know, the thing is like, he's got to be salaried because we pause the game and the dude just keeps working and I just sit here and watch him. But I think what we're going to do now is fill this middle shelf up with some other stuff. We had a pretty good day. I don't think it was as good as the last one. But we're making money and we can make some moves now. We need to get to level 22. What level is it? Level 22. I don't know what purchase rack 3 out of 6 means. 3 to 6? I don't understand that. What does that mean right there? I don't know. We had a great day though. We gotta get some more lights in here, at least going down the middle. Yeah, we gotta get some more lights going down the middle. We need 2 lights down the middle. Brighten up the aesthetics in here. Well, you know the drill. We're gonna let him continue to work here before we fill it up. And this is what I do, guys. This is what we do. So I'll be back after he's done working. Well, he's still working. We're going to finish the day. Products found expensive. flower. I don't understand because we keep up with the price changes. Well, that one, I don't know what it was. That very well could be the thing. Let's see here, he's still working. Well, this is what we're gonna roll with here for a little bit. I want to get this all set up here, and maybe get a second stock boy going. But I don't know if I want to continue to do it tonight. So I think that's where we're going to end it. I want to try to get $20,000 in the bank. We're going to finish letting him get everything. Oh, he's done. He is done. So we've got some work to do here to fill up the shelves. We're definitely going to fill these up with, I think, the other license that I want. And we're going to try to get to level 22 so we can get another stalker. So I guess we're going to have 2 stalkers, 2 cashiers, and I'll be the truck boy. And we're going to sit here and see how much money we can make off this little shop right here. See, what I think people don't understand is if you unlock the license and you don't have it in there, it hurts you if you don't have the products. So by not unlocking the license early, when you're not ready for it and you're understaffed, it creates pressure that you're not able to handle. So we have shelf space here. We have a license. We have 2 cashiers, and I can definitely afford another stalker when we get there. Next time we do this, we will showcase that operation. Not a whole lot will change, except the shelves will be stocked more here, and hopefully we'll be pushing $20,000. So I think that that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to end up calling it a night. But we'll do a little bit of work off stream here. And then next time, I don't think I'll do a video. I think I'll live stream it. And we will showcase what we have next. And hopefully by then, I'll figure out a little bit more about the game too, to see if a couple upgrades inside, warehouse upgrades. You don't need all that other shit that everybody wants to do here where you're overwhelmed, and you don't have to mod the game. You can play it the way you want to play it. So we're going to sit here and call it tonight, and I look forward to you guys in the next stream. Give me a week. Give me a week or so, and we'll be back here doing it again. Thanks.